Captain Arthur.
EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present opening round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Always some extra excitement when you get to the first major championship of the year, and here we are. Rich Loader alongside Frank Nobilo. We're at Wolf Creek Golf Club in Mesquite, Nevada for the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Partner, this is a big one.
It certainly is, Rich, and being the first major of the year, you know the players are going to be a little bit more nervous. Anticipations of a great year are going to start right here this week at Wolf Creek. And you're going to have to make all those adjustments out there. Is your game ready? Can you adjust for the changes in elevation? And do you have the confidence to go all the way and pick up the first major championship of the year? Ah, nice.
Looks good. Frank, it makes the game easy when you play it from the fairway.
Especially when you play it from a lie like that. Second shot. This is straight at it.
That's a really good line. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot.
Really. This is an awkward length.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Starting to move on this leaderboard now, Frank.
It's got a nice look to it. Like a who's who.
Frank, you need to be a bit of a rock climber just to get to this second tee. 445-yard hole. What a view.
Well, par fours, they're not all the same, Rich, but after that tee shot, I guess you can say this one's going to be easy.
That was a beauty right there. Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
Frank, you've navigated so many leaderboards in your career. This is the way to do it, isn't it?
Well, there's plenty of holes ahead too, Rich. Third place, a really good position to be playing from here on in.
Frank, 227 yards from the back tee here at the par 3 third. This is all you want.
Oh, that's for sure. Plays a little longer than that too by virtue of playing uphill. Thin air might negate some of that. There's going to be a good shot just to keep the ball on the green. One of the smaller greens here.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Just a little tap in here. One under early in the round. We have already begun. Let's pick up with the action at hole number 4. Early in the round and playing reasonably well. Nothing great, but has certainly not given a whole lot away.
Yeah, and actually a good position to really springboard the round from here.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Frank, all of a sudden, another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
And things are starting to tighten up right now. Going to see where the next move comes from.
How about this hole, Frank? Par 5, 5th.
If you stand on this tee for the first time, you've got virtually no idea where you've got to aim. Do you aim it left of those bunkers? Do you aim it over the sort of the canyon? Really, the answer is how far do you hit it, because that is going to determine the line that you hit it on. Avoid the water, that little stream, but you can always have a drink on the way if you want to, I guess. Second shot plays uphill, but this is a relatively short par 5, so very reachable. But you've got to see, you've got to flight that second shot. You want to make sure that ball's coming in nice and high to this green that's perched up.
Big swing right there, and a great result. And now a chance for a big swing in momentum with an eagle coming up. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus. Boy, you could hear the noise from up here in our commentary box. Crowd goes wild after that eagle.
Just when you think struggling for a top 10, one hole, eagle, now in the top 5.
Frank, standing on the 6th tee and looking out at this golf course, I can't help but think that if you hit it offline here, you're going to be playing golf with the billy goats.
Yeah, you might actually turn into a billy goat come the end of the day, that's for sure. The huge elevation changes, once again, are apparent here at the 6th. Tis a dogleg to the right, not really a driver unless you want to sort of bring that creek into play, or that little stream that cuts across. Second shot, a little bit uphill. Those bunkers are really where you shouldn't go, we all know that. And this green is anything other than flat. A fun-looking hole, too, and a fun hole to play.
That is a beauty, a real beauty. These putts keep the round together. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Ah, that hurts. Wow. -3 now for the round. Now on to the par 4 7th hole. Is this a reachable par 4, Frank?
Distance-wise, you would think so, but the designer has done something to avoid that, and it's put all this water in front of the green. It would take a mammoth tee shot, and that's something like 300 yards through the air if you're going to try and even drive this green. Is the risk worth it? Well, if you're just playing with your friends, maybe it is. Otherwise, you just lay it up just past those those bunkers on the right and the left. Get it down there on the flat. A little pitch you would think is simple, but because of the slope of this fairway, chances are you might not get a flat lie, and that's going to make that second shot that much harder. It's no snap, though.
How does that not go in? So they'll tap in. Starting to make a nice move. Birdie and 4 under par for the tournament. Frank, the par 3/8 really is Wolf Creek in a nutshell. It's hard and it's really pretty.
It is, and it's really long too. Just under 250 yards off that back tee. Slight bit of elevation, but you can see from the tee, obviously, where you don't want to go and where you do go. If you're a little, well, tender of heart, then aim for the right side and avoid all that water down the left.
Good swing, good shot yet again. It has been a ball-striking clinic today, hitting one green after the next. This one measures out to 15 feet. Good job right there, now making a move and setting himself up for, who knows, a good weekend run, maybe at another title. The former college standout has been excellent today. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Frank, this is an important approach shot because our featured player was really good early, a little bit shaky of late. This is a point in time where you need to get it back.
Yeah, you almost need to stop. Just stand still for a second. Almost just flush it out, because at the moment you're starting to look right and left at the trouble. Let's get back to what worked. Let's start looking where we want the ball to go, where the flag is, and start going there.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. So, hanging in down the stretch with a par. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back. I'm loving that balance.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. So going well up the hill to that green, will need to take an extra club here. Well, you can hear it right off the center of the club face. This has a chance to be close. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Shouldn't be a problem here. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here. And this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
On fire right now, 7 under par. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. I mean, you look out at the desert mountains and then you add in some water.
He's going for a little extra.
See a little bit off balance on the tee, and that one is going to be in the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
to where the hole is cut, just about 190 yards, Frank. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Superb shot.
It's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Down to the par 5 12th, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, I've seen many a 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Well, bring the hammer, why don't you? Setting up an eagle opportunity. You can't leave an eagle putt short.
Now listen, anytime I left it short, I didn't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody you left it short.
All right, I won't say anything. Oh, that hurts. Thought he had it. Just a tap in to finish the hole. He'll take par and move on. '14th hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone, because you want to take some pictures here.
Yeah.
What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic, sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see, the other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. It's sort of 3 different tier levels in that. But let's see, birdies that to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Oh, looked like he caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck? Really? This is an awkward length.
continues to putt beautifully. Here at the 15th hole here at Wolf Creek, bit of a breather here. Nice, short par 3. You don't want to miss this green.
No, that's the temptation there. If you try and bite off a little too much because it looks a little too easy, then a bogey here and you're in a bad mood all of a sudden at Wolf Creek. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Locked in on the read and the speed. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
In for par. Now to the 16th hole, and Frank, another good scoring chance.
If you can avoid the confusion off the tee, it looks like the hole might be a dogleg, then is it a carry? It meanders from one way to the other, but really when you actually break the hole down, it's virtually straight ahead. Those two bunkers in the driving distance, they frame the hole nicely, so play it as a straightaway par 4. It should set up beautifully for just a little short iron and perhaps a birdie opportunity. Rich, that was a heat-seeking missile. That is out there.
And they make it look so easy, and we know it isn't, but when you hit tee balls that long and that straight, it does make the game kind of simple. That was a solid strike and a good result. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Frank, this is really a cool closing stretch here at Wolf Creek. Short par 3 15th, the short 4 at the 16th, and now the par 5 17th. You can make up some ground in a hurry as you come down the finishing stretch.
You certainly can. A good drive short of the little stream creek that runs across there, and this is doable as a two-shotter. You find the bunkers or trouble off the tee, then obviously you're forced to lay up, leaving that third shot across the water. But really a fun hole if you want to try and take that second shot on.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. And getting ready for the putt. Nice putt. Count it. Now the closing hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, what's ahead of us?
You could try and drive at this green, but there's too much trouble, really, Rich. Even though this hole's just over 300 yards, it's very ambitious to try and drive it across that water. Some might try. Most people try and hit a tee shot 240, 250 yard mark, and of course you do the maths, you're only going to have 60 or 70 yards in, and well, they want you to finish on a good note. So a good drive in the fairway here, or 3-wood, pitch it on the green, make a 3, and buy your friends a drink in the clubhouse.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Wow, I can't believe he found the cup on that one.
Pulling up on aisle 5.
Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
Naruto, over and out.